Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us have wondered about at some point. Why is someone avoiding you? You know that feeling, right? You see someone you know, think everything's fine and dandy, maybe give them a wave, and nothing. They don't wave back. Worse, they look right through you. It's like you're invisible. Well, put on your detective hats because we're about to crack the case. Let's get straight to the point with 7 reasons why this might be happening. Our first reason is about as simple as it gets. They're swamped. They've got deadlines piling up at work, their kids got soccer practice, and they haven't slept properly in days. You know, the usual chaos. They mean well, they really do, but they're so caught up in the whirlwind of life that they're not even thinking straight. So, before you jump to conclusions and assume they're avoiding you on purpose, cut them some slack. They may just be trying to survive. Remember that time you promised to call your mom back and totally forgot? Or that time you accidentally left your best friend on read because you were busy binge-watching your favorite show? We've all been there. Life gets messy, and sometimes we drop the ball. It doesn't mean we don't care. It just means we're human. So the next time someone seems distant, take a deep breath and give them the benefit of the doubt. They might just be up to their eyeballs in to-do lists and errands. And hey, if you're feeling brave, maybe offer to help them out. A little kindness goes a long way, especially when someone's feeling overwhelmed. Plus, you never know, they might just bake you cookies as a thank you. Sometimes folks need a little space to deal with their own stuff, you know? Life throws curveballs, and sometimes those curveballs knock you flat on your back. It could be anything: a tough breakup, a family issue, a health scare, or maybe they just lost their favorite spatula. We've all been there. Sometimes you just need a good cry and a pint of ice cream. When someone's going through a tough time, they might not have the energy or the emotional bandwidth to be their usual chipper selves. They might withdraw, cancel plans, or just generally seem distant. And you know what? That's okay. They're allowed to feel their feelings and process things at their own pace. The important thing is to be understanding and supportive. Let them know that you're there for them, but don't push them to talk if they're not ready. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is just give them space to breathe and work through things on their own. Oh boy, miscommunication. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of relationships. Things get lost, signals get crossed, and suddenly you're wondering what on earth went wrong. One minute you're laughing over coffee, the next minute they're dodging your calls and pretending not to see you at the grocery store. What gives? Well, sometimes it's as simple as a text message that was misinterpreted, a joke that fell flat, or a comment that was taken the wrong way. You know how it is. You say tomato, they hear avocado, and suddenly everyone's confused. It happens. The good news is that miscommunication is usually fixable. The key is to address the issue head-on. If you suspect that something you said or did might have rubbed someone the wrong way, don't be afraid to reach out and clear the air. A simple, "Hey, I noticed things have been a little off between us lately. Is everything okay?" can go a long way. Chapter 4. Reason number 4, they need a little me time. Listen, we all need a little space sometimes, right? Even the most extroverted social butterflies among us need to recharge their batteries every now and then. It's like when your phone is about to die, you plug it in, give it some juice, and then it's good as new. Well, people are kind of like that too, except maybe not as obsessed with Instagram. If someone's been particularly social, busy, or stressed, they might just need some time to themselves to unwind, decompress, and reconnect with their inner hermit. Maybe they want to curl up with a good book, binge watch their favorite show, or just stare at a wall for a few hours. No judgment here. The important thing is to respect their need for space. Bombarding them with texts, calls, and invitations for brunch will only make them retreat further into their shell. Instead, give them the time and space they need, and let them know that you're there for them when they're ready to reconnect. Chapter 5. Reason number 5. They're just not that into you. Okay, folks, this one's a little tougher to hear, but sometimes the reason someone's avoiding you is simply that they're not interested in pursuing a relationship. Ouch, right? It stings, I know. But you know what? It's okay. Not everyone is meant to be your best friend, your soulmate, or your partner in crime. And that's okay. It's easy to take it personally when someone doesn't reciprocate your feelings, but try not to dwell on it too much. Sometimes, people just don't click, and that's okay. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or that you're not worthy of love and connection. It just means that this particular person isn't the right fit for you. And that's okay. There are plenty of other fish in the sea, as they say, and you'll find someone who appreciates you for the amazing person you are. Chapter 6. Reason number 6. They're feeling the pressure. Sometimes people avoid others because they feel overwhelmed or pressured. Have you ever been so excited about a new friend or potential love interest that you accidentally scared them away with your enthusiasm? Yeah, we've all been there. It's like when you're trying to catch a butterfly. If you chase it around with a net, you're just going to scare it off. But if you relax, be patient, and let it come to you, you're more likely to succeed. The same goes for relationships. If you come on too strong, you might make the other person feel suffocated. So if you suspect you might be coming on a little too strong, take a step back and give the other person some space. Let them set the pace, and don't be afraid to have an honest conversation about boundaries and expectations. Chapter 7, Reason Number 7, Conflict Avoidance 101. Last but not least, some people avoid conflict like it's the plague. They'd rather walk on hot coals than have an uncomfortable conversation. So, if there's been any tension, disagreements, or unresolved issues between you and the person who's avoiding you, they might be steering clear to avoid a confrontation. Now, I'm not saying it's the healthiest coping mechanism, but it's something to consider. If you suspect this might be the case, it might be helpful to try to address the issue head-on. Choose a neutral time and place, and try to have a calm and respectful conversation. Remember, it's not always about you, and sometimes people just need their space. Life can be a wild ride, and everyone deals with things in their own way. So, be kind, be understanding, and don't take it personally if someone needs a little time to themselves.